Chapter 3. So how do we learn? Simply put, we learn everything we know through language, whether it's spoken or with sign language, written in a book or on a computer screen, or shown as a photograph or a drawing or flashcard, or even presented to us in physical form, such as a demonstration. This is a cat. So, what does the mind need in order to understand something? How does this information we're learning sink in? In terms of understanding information, think of the mind as something similar to a sponge. The mind, just like a sponge, doesn't care what it soaks up, champagne or vinegar. It doesn't really care. The mind will review absolutely anything and everything and store it away in our memories. The memory is naturally designed that way in order to aid survival and be successful, passing exams, for example. Added to this wonderful asset, and as well as acting like a sponge, it also has and needs an inbuilt filter. Sponge filter ability helps our understanding of life and the world that surrounds us as we interact with it. The mind filters in and out all of our personal and group experiences, likes and dislikes, environments, etc., through sensory perception and so on. But when it comes to fully understanding and comprehending this information, and especially when learning something new in a classroom, it has an inbuilt default setting. Regardless of who you are, you understand everything in the same way as the person sat next to you. Unfortunately, the human mind doesn't react to bad information with pain in the same way the human body reacts when you put your hand in the fire, for example. Instead, it blindly continues even though it hasn't quite understood something. In essence, your laptop or home computer is smarter than you, if only for one reason. A computer refuses to continue until it understands what it must do. If you're on a printer, you'll know how frustrating that can be. Computers need and use an operating system that's compatible with the software that will eventually be installed on it. Let's say, as human beings, our minds are designed to use only a Windows-type operating system. Well, at present, we are currently using every type of operating system available that is incompatible, different teaching methods, etc., all thrown together. This is what I consider the main contributing factor to what we call confusion. Pain is nature's way of saying, please don't do that again. Whereas the mind's way of telling us it hasn't understood something seems to be, yeah, whatever, ignore that and carry on anyway. We've all done that at least 1,000 times before at some time or other, depending on your age. This is only because, and it may sound amazing, the human mind is still in development. It's a relatively newly discovered tool, and we've only just realized we had it, and we're still trying to figure out how it works. The Heuristic Triangle has 3 parts, remember them? Concept, symbol, and sound. Each of these ingredients have to be taught or learned together and be fully included in order to completely understand the information a person or group is learning or teaching. Taking one or more of these ingredients out of learning or teaching, and the mind will fail to fully understand and will fail future exam questions. To grasp the importance of this, let's say we're going to teach someone how to make a cup of coffee. To make a cup of coffee, we will need at least 3 things: hot water, coffee granules, and a cup. Take out just one item, say the coffee granules. All you have left is a cup of boiled water. Similarly, take away the hot water and all you have is a cup of coffee granules. Finally, let's take out the cup and all you have is a mess in your kitchen. All these 3 ingredients must be included and are absolutely vital to ensure full understanding of the information being taught or learned. The watchword here is when you're studying or teaching, pay attention to detail. Learn the sound and the concept or idea of every new word, symbol, that you come across. Study the symbol and sound of every new concept you learn. Every time you hear a new word or concept, find out how it's spelt before continuing. How many times have you ignored this in the past? I guarantee it's in the thousands. If you went back through everything you have ever studied, you will find thousands of similar missing aspects in your answers. I've taken hundreds of students back through their exam papers on questions that they previously failed, and every single time it can be traced back to a missing concept, symbol, and or sound. Through every lesson we've ever had till now, we've missed out on one or more of these concepts, symbols, and sounds. We ignored this and continued on and accepted it as, I just don't get it, but who cares, it's almost lunch anyway. We're so accustomed to not understanding things these days that we brush them off as unimportant. Is the teacher at fault? No. A lot of teachers still aren't aware of the heuristic triangle. Are the students at fault because they didn't ask the teacher any questions on spelling? Again, no, for the same reason. They haven't been taught the heuristic triangle yet either. So we are not at fault whatsoever. Every word you learn or teach, you must learn its accompanying sound, and you must learn what it means, i.e. its concept, as you study. Realizing that these errors build up over the years and start as early as the ability to understand anything. I suspect by the time a child is 10 years old, they already have over 1,000 such errors in their mental hard drive or knowledge base. And this, our mental hard drive, is continually corrupted as they go further into schooling, college, university, and even within their chosen career training path. Over the last 30 years of research and lecturing on the heuristic triangle, I have discovered this absolute empirical discovery. The primary objective of all learning and teaching is concept attainment. So, unless there is an unsurmountable physical, mental, and/or logistical impediment, there is no reason why an individual or group cannot achieve 100% pass on any question or exam placed in front of them. That is, if they absorb the heuristic triangle prior to study and utilize it eagerly as a tool for their success. Why? Because this is how we learn. So that's why the heuristic triangle is so important to passing exams and subjects. And why? Let's go into the next step, a closer look. Thank you for watching this and other videos. If you haven't seen them yet, click the links below. And if you've learnt something today, click the like button. It's free and it helps us bring new content. Keep up to date with our latest videos by clicking subscribe, then click the bell and click the notify all option. If you have any comments, we love receiving those. This is Puzzled Life TV. See you next time, and watch out for new answers to everyday problems, and good luck with your studies.